Hello, it's Paul. I want to give you a really quick introduction to Shift. It's a productivity app that's going to help you streamline a lot of things that you do, streamline a lot of places where you log in, especially if you log on a different websites on Chrome. It's going to put everything in one place. I've started using it, and it seems really cool, and I've paid for it. And I'm going to give you a full introduction on how to use Shift. Right before I dive in, these videos, it's 2019 now. It's August, end of August 2019. I'll do one of these videos every year. What you'll see if you're watching on YouTube is in the description. I'll put where each lesson chapter starts. So if you don't want to watch the whole thing, you can jump straight to a certain part. And what also helps me is if you pause me now and tell me why you're here, what you're looking for, what you were hoping to learn in this video. I might have a link to another video that will tell you exactly how to do it, or it'll give me ideas for future videos. So within YouTube and my free training forum, if you come to my forum, I'll put some actual training on how to use Shift. But in this video, we're just going to get into an introduction to the full thing, right? So just pause me at this point, tell me why you're here and what you're hoping to learn, and then we'll get into it. Right, let's get into it. Let's first talk about pricing, because it isn't free. I mean, it is free. There's a free version. Let me just go find the link. Pricing, right? There's a free version and there's a paid version, and there's some sort of pro plan at $29 a year. But I'm saying you're not going to be interested in the free version or the pro version. You're going to want this advanced $99 a year. It's costing you $10 a month, $8, $9, whatever that is. It's going to cost you $10 a month. Let's just go with that. Everything in this video, I'm going to talk to you as it's costing you $10 a month, even though it's costing you a bit less. The free version, up to 2 email accounts, sent with Shift, multiple account access, desktop notification, cross-platform support. Right? You're not going to use it. You're just going to be forever clicking buttons that say upgrade, upgrade, do this. Right? So deal with the $10 a month, where you're going to get unlimited accounts. You're not going to get the sent with Shift every time you send an email. Multiple account access, desktop notifications, cross platforms. You're going to get all the apps, notification muting, Google services, and Chrome extensions. So you can be able to log into all your Google stuff and anything that you already use up here in Chrome. You're going to be able to add that and other applications, right? So if you want it for free, I just wouldn't bother using it. I think you're just going to get pissed off with it. I think you're looking at $10 a month. You have to pay it annually, but you're going to be able to access all these apps, right? I'm going to show you a walkthrough in a minute. What it really does and how Shift works, right? So for pricing, $10 a month, 99.99. When was it? 99.99. It's $100 a year, right? That's what we're talking about. So let me take a walk round. This is the advanced level stuff, not on the free version. There's a lot of things that will get buffered on the free for upgrades, but I'm on the advanced version, right? I'm going to walk you through it and give you some examples of what to do. So the first thing, of course, is I use Gmail, and it's going to give me all access to my Gmail. It's going to give me, my calendar, my Drive stuff, other Google services I've got at one click now. I'm going to show you in a chapter later on a specific thing that I do every time I play golf to track my golf handicap and how this is now going to be faster. But obviously, if you've got multiple Gmail accounts here, you're going to be able to add them. So a lot of people run different Gmail accounts. You might have a Gmail account for your support, your information at gmail.com, whatever you use, right? But you can obviously add as many as you want. You can also add, you can also add, is it Microsoft 365, Outlook and 365. So if you've got accounts in them, you can add them as well. I'm not sure if they'll ever do a POP or other sort of email account access, because what also happens at the minute is this is replacing Chrome. Think of Shift as Chrome, but you can add, all these different apps so that you can quickly go through and jump to whatever you're using, right?
Grammarly does.
Let me turn sound off. So I can use YouTube through Shift. I can then go to all my different applications, and the reason it does it is it's basically a browser. It's a browser that uses less power than Chrome apparently, and I don't know enough about the stats of it all to say that it does or not, but you'll know that whenever you're using Chrome for something, Chrome's always up here. I haven't got anything open in Chrome, but if you go to your resources, you can always see that Chrome is slowing your computer down. Well, with Shift, I'm not even on Chrome, but Chrome's up the top here at 10.8%. Shift's down here at 0.8%, but you can see I've got YouTube open. You can see I've got my Gmail open. You can see that I've got links to my Trello. So this is where I use Trello to access and track my videos. Here's what I'm going to talk you through today. In my Trello, I can go to my Google AdSense and see. I can click on my Rebrandly where I've just, I add my referral links. So there'll be a link down the bottom left-hand corner that will say pnuk.co.shift, and I can now jump around in Shift. I can shift around, right, and go to my Evernote. I can go to my Zoho one that's got 40 apps that I need links to, and it's going to open them up, and I can just jump to them. I can look in my Facebook Messenger, and I'll get notifications. Zendesk Chat is a big one. Zendesk don't have an app, so you have to have. If you want to talk live on my website, I have to have the browser open, and I have to run it from Chrome, right? But because I can add that tab, now I can almost have an app open to people on my website. I could talk live to these people. I'm going to turn it off before people start talking to me. So it's going to replace anything where you've got to open Chrome and leave it open if they haven't got an app, and let you run it from within here. So you can toggle it all down. Look, Twitter. I can see my Twitter from here. I can see my Instagram from here. I'm not actually logged in. Was I logged into Twitter then? No. So what happens is you log in. You basically log in like you do on any web browser. But the minute you close Shift, if I close Shift, it automatically logs me out of everything, so that I have to log back in again, which is, I think, is a good thing, because if obviously if you're using a shared computer, or somebody else might just sit on your computer, if you close Shift, it closes you out of all your accounts. But obviously, if you don't close it, it just remembers you're open, right? So let me get back to walking you around. I got a bit distracted there, didn't I? So basically, you put up here, you can have your email accounts, and then in whatever order you want, you're going to have your apps, right? So if I use my Trello as a go-to thing, which I do actually, this is I do this today actually. If you see on my bookmarks, the first one's Trello, do this, right? So what I'm now going to do is open up my Shift, and the first one's going to be basically that do this tab. So it's kind of replacing your bookmarks, but it's making it easy. Oh, I'm not going to open WhatsApp. I'm not sure what's been said. But it does your WhatsApp. Oh, someone just sent me a message in WhatsApp. Look, I'm not going to click on it just in case it's one of my friends saying something that's naughty. What I've also done is I've muted. Look, I've just, while I'm recording this video, I've muted notifications so that I don't keep getting pop-ups and things, right? So as you can see, in this left-hand corner are all the apps that you can add. So all you have to do to add one is go here and add. There's hundreds of ads, right? So all it's doing is opening up a web browser or web page, and then you entering your details. It isn't, as far as I can see, and if people prove I'm wrong, it isn't remembering your passwords. It isn't storing your data. It is like a web browser that's just being better organized for you. So if I go to something now, so if I wanted to do my LinkedIn, I don't have a LinkedIn account. I can't be bothered with it. LinkedIn, right? I go to LinkedIn. I give it a name, LinkedIn. And if you got multiple ones, you could add them, and it's going to say sign in or log in, right? You're going to log in. This is a web browser. This isn't this app remembering your passwords. This isn't storing your information. And like I say, the minute you log out of all these. The minute you close, you log out of all these applications, right? So that's where you go to add all these apps. There's hundreds of apps. You will know what you use. Think of these are the websites you visit. Look, Basecamp, product management, CRMs, managing your stores, doing everything you go to. So you imagine I log in and I go to Shopify to look at my shop stuff, right? I can add Shopify. I go to let's go. I listen to. I don't listen to it on a browser, but maybe I go Spotify, right? Spotify's there. There's HubSpot for my CRM. You know, and you can filter here to what you're going to use as well, right? Obviously, there's account information. Obviously, my email address. Don't email me. Where you can change settings, you can turn things on, you can turn things off. Obviously, that's the hibernate. What it does is when you open something in Chrome, it leaves it open and it notifies you if something's happened, and it can use a lot of resources. From what I understand, is hibernating is if you don't use certain apps that much, then Shift will automatically hibernate them, put them to sleep, so that it doesn't use lots of resources on your computer. You know, if you're not always in Evernote, it'll hibernate it. All right, so you can change your settings, you can tinker with your settings, obviously your billing information. So I'm on the advanced plan. Like I say, I think it's the only one that you need to deal with. Referral bonuses, if you want to. What you can do is share information, and let me just click off that because it's got people's emails. I'll have to blur it out if I remember. What you can do is share your links with your friends, and you'll get discounts off next year's plan and things like that. So you can also add extensions. So if you use, like me, Grammarly in your browser, so whenever you go to something and start typing, it will automatically open Grammarly, the add-on, and tell me if I'm spelling stuff right. And again, if you've got these are Google Chrome browser extensions, so like Dropbox, Boomerang, I don't know what. Take control of when you send and receive. Oh, that's like delay stuff, doesn't it? But basically, if you've got things up here, so I've got Evernote open there, and Grammarly's the app down here. I don't think Evernote's there, is it? Yeah, Evernote isn't one, but I'm sure they'll add things as they get requests to do it, and you can switch things on and switch things off that are extensions to use. So first walk around, what I'm saying is you're going to manage everything from this app. All of a sudden, I don't need to have a Zendesk app, my Evernote app open. I don't have to have my WhatsApp app open. You know, I can close all these apps. I hate seeing loads of apps in bottom of my bar. Now I can click and open Facebook Messenger, Facebook Pages, Bitty. There's hundreds and hundreds, of apps that you're going to be able to add to this sidebar, right? Right, let me add another Gmail account. One that I used to have for my original business, right? I don't use it for a while. So I'm just going to add, so I went up here, add account, put in my email. It's going to ask me for a password. Hopefully that is still it. It's going to say allow. And now I've got my personal email, my business email. Obviously, I've got a lot of emails to get through on that. Never checked it right. But it's really easy now to manage between the two, right? And what I can do, which is great, is up here, search for, if I want to, let's search for something in here, look. Let's just go TubeBuddy, right? TubeBuddy. And search. It's going to search here, look. In my email address and in the new one I've just added, that's got 617 unread messages, it's going to search and show both things, right? So you can search across multiple, and you can put as many as you want here on that advanced plan. It's also going to search anything in the calendars. It's going to search anything in the drives that you type in, right? So I'm going to show you something specific in a minute, but as you can see, adding another email address is really easy. Adding another Gmail account or Google Outlook 365, really easy to do, and it searches across all of them at the same time, which is a really cool feature, isn't it? I touched on it in the walk around, but let's just show you how to quickly add something, exactly how to do it, and then how to delete an app, right? So what I'm going to do is go down here to plus, click that. I'm going to add my Instagram, right? Type in Insta. I'm going to put in Instagram or whatever you want to call it. You can give it a different color. and I'm going to log in with my Facebook. What is my Facebook password? And I log in, and it should say, here's my Happy Me Inc. Instagram, right? So now I'm logged in, just like you would on any web browser. This is somewhere you can add images. You can, but you can go around your Instagram, do what you usually do. You can like stuff. I'm not sure I've just liked there. You can leave your comments just as if you're opening a web browser and using it in a web browser, right? And then if you want to move this further up, you can just right click, move up. You can drag it up. So I use Instagram more than any other thing. I can drag it right to the top, past PayPal, past Shopify, past Netflix. Oh, I've got a notification on Facebook. How exciting. And I don't want to click on that WhatsApp one. And move it right to the top, right? So now when I come in, YouTube's for something has checked.
Grammarly does more than catch errors.
I've turned sound back on. But you get what I'm drifting. It's basically a bookmark tool, and you're logged in. The minute you sign out, so if I quit, quick shift and reopen it, and go back up to Instagram, it's going to ask me to log in, right? I like that feature. I like when I close it, it asks me to log in. It might be annoying to a lot of people, but I actually like it. I don't want everything staying open. And to delete it, I'm just going to right click and delete, and away it goes. It's gone, right? Right, so I'm just going to quickly show you how one thing's going to help me speed up something I do in a practical sense. And what I do is I track my golfing handicap in my Google Drive. So what I do is I come to my Chrome, I open up Chrome. I've actually got a link to it here now, but I don't actually like having all these links up here, because every time I record a video, it's like, I've got to highlight. This is what you call it, isn't it? Sudoku. I don't want people seeing all that stuff, right? But anyway, I have to click here. But what I used to have to do was go over to here, click Drive, click on my handicap, open it up and edit it, right? Which I'm actually a lot better at it than I was, and it doesn't seem like that was a slowing down thing, does it? But obviously what I do now in Shift, I go up here, I go to my Gmail, and I just type in handicap, search it in Drive, my handicap, opens it up, and away you go. And obviously if you've got lots and lots of different things, you're always using Drive, you're always using things in there, having to open up Google Chrome again, and it's slowing your computer down. If you go to your monitor, Chrome will always be up there, usually up there. Obviously Shift isn't a minute as I've got more things, but they're saying that it will slow your computer down if you've got loads of things happening in Chrome, right? I would think that is true, but you can see that all I've got to do to find something, another thing I always do, I have to go to is find my VAT number. You'll see here VAT number. So when I go to a website, I got to find my VAT number. Same thing again. I'm just going to do VAT in Drive. Oh, and my VAT number. I'm not going to click on it because there's a lot of other information in that document. But I think it's just going to speed me up. I knew that was going to speed me up, and it would be almost worth the $10 a month in itself. There's obviously other things that are going to speed me up. Being able to live Zendesk chat with people, just for that app alone will be cool as well. So it's really about finding ways for this to speed you up, to not have to mess about in loads of different Chrome tabs, or remembering what websites you are or what things you haven't checked. Now I can go, I haven't checked my AdSense, I haven't checked me Zendesk or me Evernote today. It's not as obvious when you're just using Chrome, is it? So if it reminds you to do stuff and you're going to get notifications, it's definitely cool, right? So I see this video's dragging out now. I think you're getting from it that I'm excited to use this. I think it's going to be my go-to app. It's going to reduce me needing to have all these different things open at the bottom, which annoy me. I don't like having lots of different tabs open down here. I like it to be clean. And knowing that I can just jump into one place, jump around all these different areas that remind me where to go, what to do. You know, I can go to my Netflix. I've got a login. I've signed out. I can go to my online store. I can go to my PayPal. Everything's here, and as a reminder, you know, and because it's itemized as to what I use the most. Every time I open it, I'll go, all right, check my Zendesk if I answered any tickets today. How's my Google AdSense stats doing? How's my website stats doing? You know, you can go up here and you can go up here to analytics. You can see the stats on your website live. However you work, you can all do it from one app, but in theory, it's one browser. $10 a month. You know, we're talking. We're back down to pricing. Where's pricing? It was down the bottom, right? $99 a month, right? Try. I don't know if that link is $99. Sorry, $100. It's 99.99. It's $10 a month. It's going to speed you up. It's going to make your life easier, and it's going to make you more organised and productive, isn't it? Anything that saves you time saves you money, so it's worth paying for. I've paid for it. I'm in. If you sign up with my link down the bottom there, pnuk.co/shift, I get a little bit of money for introducing you to it. If you come to my website, paulnicholson.com, you will be redirected to the forum where I've got a lot of free training. Currently, because it's new, Shift is down here. But what I'm going to do is add introduction videos. I'm going to add specific training. You can jump in if you signed in. Ask me a question. Just ask, hey, Paul, how do I access so-and-so and this? Or if you've got any concerns, you can ask me. And if I don't know the answer, I will ask the Shift team the question. So don't get stuck. Dive in with Shift. Have fun with it. Hopefully it saves you a lot of time. Hopefully it saves your team a lot of stress of remembering to open certain apps. Stops you from having to constantly go around and install apps on people's computers to to access Slack or whatever you're doing, Asana, Trello. There isn't a Trello app, is there? But I think you're getting that I'm really liking it, and I hope you give it a try. Any questions? Ask in the comments. Ask in my forum. Email me at support@paulnicholson.com. I'm here to help. See you all soon. Thanks for watching.